So now you're not as rich as you would like to imagine in your head to be. Maybe they're like billionaires, you just nothing more than a millionaire. So to them, you broke. Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I want to talk to you guys about why some rich people pretend to be poor, and if you got a little bit of money, then maybe you should too. You know, so my main reason I say this is because I've been a person back when I was 26 making near A.K.A. a month and everything, and when I had that money, people used to hit me up a lot thinking I was a rich dude, a rich uncle and everything like that, and it caused me a few problems. I mean, not only did it cause me problems, I'm young with money, I'm doing stupid things and stuff because I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I'm older, I'm getting back on the same path so I can have that money again. So outside of that, I want to structure this video in two different ways. So the first thing I want to do in this video is show you guys the seven reasons why you should pretend to be poor if you're rich, or why they do it as well. In the second part of the video, I want to actually answer the comments that some of y'all might be asking, and some of the comments that they left into my comment section on my other video about the same topic. So let me get to my first reason. I say the very first reason people pretend to be poor when they got money is so that other people won't ask for handouts. I know this should be the one of the most common ones, you know, like a lot of people don't even got money, but you got people that have less money than you still asking for money and everything, and then what you do, you give them money, and right afterward, maybe a few weeks later, they come right back asking for more because they don't know how to get the money. They expect you to keep saving them. So instead of keep saving these people, you're gonna have to let them rot because they think you are the ATM, their protector, but at the same time, they're not giving you what you need in return. But all actuality, it'd be nice if they could take care of themselves. A second issue I would have with, you know, somebody beg for handouts because they know you got money is because sometimes they would say like, oh, I'll pay you back. It's a time frame, a time limit, you expect them to get this back. Now if you say you can give me money back in 2 weeks, where's my money? Where's the money at? Give me my stuff back because you made a promise, you know, because when you don't do these type of things, you don't want to get back to them. So after that, you start isolating them, you start making up reasons talking about you ain't got it, and they look at you acting like as if you bougie, but all actually they screwed you once, they might screw you again, so you like no. So my second reason I feel that rich people pretend to be poor is because they want to feel normal. Perfect example would be like when I go hang out with my friends and everything, I'm not really the super duper sports fanatic type of stuff, so I know a little bit about basketball, but they know a lot about every sport. So we have gatherings and we get together and they start talking about like football and things of that sort. I can't talk about that, and it makes me feel awkward at times because I can't really respond to none of the topics. And as a man, if I don't know something about something, I'm not going to talk about it because you look like a fool talking about things you don't comprehend and acting like you know something when you don't. So it's the same thing with them being rich and trying to blend in with normal people. If they sitting there talking all this snobbish stuff that normal folks can't talk about, they're gonna look weird. So when they hang out with people like you and me, you know, they feel normal because they could just be quiet and just be themselves and just be regular and nobody will bother them. But when they hang out with them rich folks, they gotta put on that act. So my third reason, I think I've talked about this in YouTube short, the third reason I feel like a rich person will pretend to be poor is because they don't want to have to deal with gold diggers. Myself, like I said, I can relate to that. You know, I remember I was dating this girl and everything, and she was sitting there like watching my homie. He had like Gucci glasses and all this other nice stuff. I think he drove an Audi at the time and everything. And then we on this double date, and the girls, they up there watching the two of us and looking at our lifestyle. Them thinking that I'm just some broke dude driving the Kia Sportage because they don't know my lifestyle. You know, I don't want to sit there and just be buying all this flashy stuff, and you know who I am as a person. So they up there monitoring the two of us and comparing us, because I told y'all before, women like to compare men and decide what they want. So old girl watching the two of us, they're watching him like he spend all this money and stuff like this, and I'm like, you know, not spending nothing, but all actually I don't cash out him, sending him money as well, so we could both pay for the meal and split the date and stuff like that. So eventually after I decided to go with a different girl and everything, the girl get upset like, well, I feel like you was playing me because you was dating more than one person. I'm like, well, you was trying to watch me and count my pocket, trying to see what money I got. I want a woman that's gonna want me for me and not what I could provide for her financially. You don't want to be used by gold diggers that's out here in this world. That's the same thing with Drake. The reason Drake struggles to find love is because everybody knows that he rich. So with him being known, a known man out here in these streets, it puts a big target on his head and everybody knows what he's about. So in order for him to find real love now, he can't even find it looking on the same level as us, because he only can talk to mainly the rich people out here, because most people that's on our level, they trying to come up, they don't have nothing to offer him. So therefore now he's paranoid that men and women are out to get him. So that's one of the reasons people with money, you know, are trying to avoid gold diggers, and they're fearing that somebody's going to come after them and get their wealth. So my fourth reason I feel like rich people pretend to be poor is because of the way they earn the money. So I was watching this movie, it's called The Great Gatsby. Maybe some of y'all seen that. The way to do Great Gatsby, Leonardo DiCaprio got rich in that movie, is by him, I think he was like selling his bootleg alcohol, he was killing people back in the days and stuff, but he became rich by doing some very shady stuff. You know, maybe you done some shady stuff to get to the top and everything, and you don't want to be proud to talk about it. So somebody asks you, you ain't gonna sit there and tell them all the dirty things you did to become rich. So more than likely you're gonna be on hush with it. You're not gonna talk about it. The fifth reason I feel like rich people love pretending to be poor is because of the people that they hang around. Maybe the people that they got in their friends group, they're rich too. And of all of them, you might be rich, but you like the lowest on that list of being rich and everything. So now you're not as rich as you would like to imagine in your head to be. Maybe they're like billionaires, you just nothing more than a millionaire. So to them, you broke, you ain't got nothing. So that's why a rich person will assume that they're broke, because of they're comparing themselves to the people at the top. And this one right here, I recently stumbled upon this for number 6. The sixth reason I feel like people would pretend to be poor. Maybe they are in a rich family, maybe they do come from a rich background, but they had to go through some form of poverty training in order to understand what it's like to be like you and me, and then they get their riches and wealth. The reason I bring this up is because I was watching this, well, I listened to this audiobook. It's called Pocket FM, and there's this dude in this story called Instant Millionaire. Long story short, he got to go through the 7-year poverty training before he inherit his money from his people and stuff like that. But before he does that, he got to act like he a broke dude, go to I think went to college or high school, all this and that. And people picked on him, treated him like a bum, and bullied him. And all actually he's really a rich kid. When they all find out, they all had a change of heart and try to treat him nice and try to go after his wealth. And he like F everybody. He ain't own none of that, you know. So like I said, it might be some type of poverty training. And last but not least, this one y'all probably seen this one everywhere. Number 7, people might pretend to be rich because they really aren't actually rich. Look at all these rappers and these rap videos and these music videos, and they renting all these cars and Ferraris and boats and stuff. Then you go look up their net worth to find out they're not even worth half the amount of the cars and the houses you see in these videos. They're pretending to be rich. So these dudes up here flashing money, got these ridiculous old chains on them. They probably plastic and fake, not even halfway real, but they are getting into regular people's head, making them believe the perception that they are actually banking and making this money. So let's get to this next part of the video. Somebody said this comment's not shown on YouTube, but it's a hidden comment. It says this: how are you making A.K.A. at 26? Where did you live? What did you do? Well, when I was 26, I was living in North Carolina, you know, near Raleigh and stuff like that. Out there, they got a lot of companies like Cisco Systems and Dell and other stuff like that. And I was a network engineer, so I'm making money. You know, you look up the salary and stuff for them, they make good money. So I was doing that. So let's get to the next person. He said, we're talking about white people, right? They just don't know how to dress. Nah, it ain't even just white people, man. White people got money, and I'm not gonna say that black people can't have money neither. Every white person out here is not rich, so you know that's like kind of stereotyping, saying that black folks ain't got nothing, you know. Because I definitely had the money, and I was doing dumb things I shouldn't have been doing. I don't do anymore. You also said, if you're talking about our people, we always dress up, because when we were captured, they stripped our clothes and jewelry, and we always dressed to the max when we were poor or wealthy. It's not necessarily true, you know. Every black person that get money don't always, you know, look like he a rich person. You know, it's like, as I'm working on building a generation of wealth right now, I'm still gonna dress the same way I dress. I'm not gonna be out here like rubbing somebody's face, say, look at me, I'm black and I got a bunch of money. So outside of that, this has been the video and everything. If y'all want y'all comments in the video, make sure y'all leave a comment, like, and subscribe. This your boy Labz, and I'm out.